Hi, I'm Sheilaa Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, spellcaster, medium, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to talk to you about the astrology of the week. So, it's a very, very simple week. As a matter of fact, simplicity and flow are the two words I'd use to describe this week. So keep it simple, keep it steady, and flow. So on Monday, July 4th, the planet Mars, the planet of how we take action, the planet of how we get things done, sometimes the planet of aggression, sometimes the planet of sexuality, the planet Mars left the sign of Aries, its own sign of Aries. So it's not going to be aggressive in the way that you can be when you're on home turf. It's entered the sign of Taurus. Now Mars, fast-acting Mars, and slow-moving Taurus don't always do well together. But this time, I think this is what we need. A little bit of simplicity and a little bit of flow. So with Mars in Taurus, which it will be until August 20th, it's about 6 weeks. With Mars in Taurus, no matter how much we want to push the river, it's a good idea to simply float on the river, because it's not a time with Mars, the planet of how we take action, fast-moving Mars, in slow motion Taurus, not a good time to try to go against the flow. So remember, if things appear to slow you down or to block you, stop and think about whether or not the universe is trying to tell you something. Something like, not so fast. Also on July 4th, the planet Mercury, the planet of communication, the planet of roadworks. Yes, roadworks. Why? Because a road is it's a conduit, actually. It's a conduit from one place to another. And Mercury rules conduits. So Mercury, which was in the sign of Gemini, its own sign, loving that. Mercury and Gemini just want to talk, want to gather information, want to know something. Mercury goes into the sensitive, intuitive sign of Cancer, or it went into that, and it'll be in for quite a few weeks until August 4th. So, when Mercury is in Cancer, this is the time to feel what you feel and know that what you feel is telling you a truth. Now, what to do with that truth? That's where you let Mercury in Cancer tell you as well. Do you feel safe? Do you feel comfortable? Does this feel true? Then you can begin, if the answer is yes, act on it. The answer is no, take some more time. Remember, Mars is in Taurus. This is not about rushing into or rushing through anything. This is really about going, a lot. As a matter of fact, for the next 6 weeks, is a very important thing to remember to say, because it's important to not jump to conclusions, and it's important to really see what the source of anything is, and to see what that something can and will and wants to do. Now then, we also have the planet Mercury, again, communication, making an opportunity aspect. So a sextile. A sextile is an opportunity. That means basically you can do this thing if you make an agreement with the other planet you're dealing with. So Mercury, intellect, sextile, Mars. Where did we hear Mars before? Well, Mars went into Taurus. So if you enter into a relationship, Mercury, the mind, the intellect, communication, with Mars, how we get things done, you'll be getting direct information from your source. Because remember, Mercury is in the intuitive sign of Cancer. And Cancer rules that gut feeling. From your source, information from your source that will help you move along whatever project, whatever it is you want to move along. Slow and steady wins the race. And then on Friday, Mercury, again Mercury. Mercury into information, Mercury communication, makes a square, an abrasive aspect to Jupiter, Jupiter expansion, Jupiter luck, Jupiter blessings, makes a square aspect to Jupiter. Well, fortunately, Jupiter is not it's not a difficult planet to be in any relationship with. So the best that can happen is whatever you have to say goes worldwide, goes universally wide. And the worst thing that can happen is there's a misunderstanding. Things might be blown out of perspective, but don't worry about it. Just keep moving forward, because Mercury squared Jupiter eventually leads to you realizing that there is more than meets the eye, and you being able to capitalize on what you've realized to really grow and profit from it. So that's the story for this week: simplicity and flow. And have a great, fabulous summer week.